Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to talk about figurative language. Don't you know that whenever you describe something by comparing it with something else, you're using figurative languages? Anyway, figurative languages is phrasing that goes beyond the literal meaning of words to get a message or point across. This definition dates back to the mid-19th century and comes from the old French word figurative, which means metaphorical. Now let's talk about the different types of figurative languages. First, we have imagery. In imagery, language appeals to the senses. It describes the people or objects stated in terms of our senses like sense of sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. For example, we have next type is simile. It's a figure of speech which involves a direct comparison between two unlike things, usually with the words like or as. So for example, we have always remember that a simile, it uses the words like or as. Next, we have metaphor, a figure of speech that compares two unlike things without using words like or as, and states the comparison as if it were a fact. Remember, it compares two unlike things without using the words like or as. For example, next we have personification. It is a figure of speech which gives the quality of a person to an animal, an object, or an idea. Here's an example. Next we have alliteration. Repeated consonant sounds occurring at the beginning of the words within the words. For example, we have next we have onomatopoeia, the use of words that mimic sounds. For example, next we have hyperbole. It is an outrageous exaggeration that emphasizes a point and can be ridiculous or funny. Here's an example. Next, we have idioms. An idiom or idiomatic expression refers to a construction or expression in one language that cannot be matched or directly translated word for word in other language. For example, next type is we have irony. Irony is the use of words that mean the opposite of what you really think, especially in order to be funny. For example, next we have euphemism. It's the substitution of an agreeable or inoffensive expression for one that may offend or suggest something unpleasant. Example. Next we have metonymy. In metonymy, an object is designated by the name of something which is generally associated with it. For example, next, antithesis. In antithesis, a striking opposition of words or sentiments is made in the same sentence. For example, we have next we have apostrophe. It's a raising ad, usually absent people or a usually personified thing rhetorically. For example, we have next we have assonance. It's the use of words that have the same or very similar vowel sounds near one another. For example, next we have paradox, in which a statement appears to contradict itself. Example. Next we have oxymoron. Contradictory terms appear side by side, known as compressed paradox. For example, we have next synecdoche. A part is used to designate the whole or the whole to designate a part. Example. And lastly, we have symbolism. It's something that represents something else by association, resemblance, or convention. For example, we have. If you know more about the types of figurative languages, feel free to share with us. Just comment down below. Goodbye and God bless.